Gracias. This is your Civil War hot hour. And you know what? Of all the thousands and thousands of journals that I have read, all the personal recollections. Okay, I have hundreds of Civil War books. I do living history. I become people from the past. Okay, that's what I've done for 20 years. Since 2004, I've been doing reenacting and living history. Of all of those first-hand accounts, I've never read any, and I've done lectures about the impact of the Civil War on Civil War area farm families in the Shenandoah Valley and in Tennessee. And that's what I used to do at Civil War battlefields during events, big battle events. I would be asked to speak, and I would talk about the impact and how that impacted agriculture. But through all of that investigation and research, I've never ever come across any mention of ganja, herb, hemp, except in the use of fabrics. I've never read about anyone ever smoking weed during the Civil War. It's fabric, it's cloth, make flags out of it. Rock and roll, right, Abe? Right, Abe. Abe loves it. Abe loves pancakes. So no shit. So what we're looking at tonight, big, fat, special shout outs to King. King, I love you. I love your fucking mod. You made one of the best goddamn mods that I've ever played, and I love American Civil War, and I love American Civil War mod. This beats the shit out of any Civil War that I've played, and I haven't played Battle Cry of Freedom yet. I wish there was a single-player campaign, hint, hint, but there's not. So special shout-outs to King for his new version, and that's one of the reasons that I'm playing this tonight, is this is version 3.06. It's a brand new version. It's been out for a little while, but I haven't upgraded yet, because as most of us know, I overhaul mods. I make mini mods. And so you guys are going to see Warlords edition of the newest Mountain Blade Warband American Civil War mod by King and Company. But of course, I've added my menus, my music, etc., etc. My textures on the trees, the overland ground, all the music is mine. All the menus are mine. The UI is mine. I did not touch troop trees. I did not touch item kinds. I didn't touch any of the weapons because I want to see what he did with the loading times. And earlier today, all you YouTubers out there, I know you guys, YouTubers are always tuning in for this jazz. Earlier today, I was playing some North and South and First Manassas, and we'll probably play some North and South, right? I love the units in North and South. But those load times are horseshit. And you guys went on to create War of Rights, which I think War of Rights is a fantastic game. But looking back at War of Rights, your team's previous work, I'll fix that. Because goddamn, if my granny can't load freaking 4 rounds a minute, because she can. Anybody's granny can. Most video games that I play, black powder rifles, you guys would be loading 4 or 5 rounds in a minute within 10 minutes of practice. It's not a magical skill. Anybody can load a black powder rifle, an Enfield or a Springfield fast. Yeah, especially when you're freaking out and your adrenaline's pumping, your freaking stomach's turning, your freaking hair is going up on your arms and on the back of your neck, and there's so much goddamn gunpowder you can't see more than 10 feet in front of you at all until the freaking, all the blasts and the freaking reports go off in the distance. Right? It's in your mouth and shit. You gotta keep spitting because the gunpowder from the smoke and shit's in your mouth. You're seeing the elephant, right? Don't see the elephant. Don't fear the elephant. Be the fucking elephant. Rock and roll, Civil War. And if you don't reenact and you are interested in reenacting, reach out to me. Send me a message on Discord. I'll hook you up. Awesome. Love the Civil War. Great period in history. What were we saying? Load times. All you guys who make all these Civil War games, bump up those load time speeds. We'll bust out this Enfield and I will teach my nephew how to do drill. We'll do a drill live stream. Get my nephew all kitted out, teach him drill. And he's a hunter. He's already an accomplished hunter and shooter. Rock and roll. So, we got the brand new version. Thank you, King. King just keeps making fucking excellent improvements on this. And King requested my assets and stuff from my mini mod, my Warlords edition here of American Civil War modded. I have MS, I'm a slacker. But if I do create some textures, menus, UI, icons and stuff for this mod, and I do send them to King, they're going to be something brand spanking new that no one's seen, and it'll be much better than what you're going to see tonight. So in any event, we're going to have to, as most warband players know, when a mod upgrades, and I think we just upgraded from 2.5 or 2.7 up to like 3.6, 3.06, it's a good idea to start a new game, because then we'll get the new changes, won't get crashes. I've also been running this with my WSE. I use a very light version of WSE. I don't use WSE 2K that some people use. I use a light version, the same version that was developed for Warsword Conquest. Good job, guys, in that WSE. It's fucking perfect. I love it. But I get a script error every time I go in and out of a town menu back onto the overland map, and it's got something to do with a minor conflict with WSE version that I'm using. And so my solution is I'm just using vanilla warband. So I'm just using the vanilla warband executable. I will not be running this through WSE unless it starts to crash. The script error is just one line. It's just an annoyance. It doesn't cause a crash or anything. But in any event, I run it with vanilla warband executable. No script error at WSC. But we'll see how the gun flashes pan out, because I'll be running probably 420 soldiers. That's just the right amount of powder. Awesome. I got my Enfield back there. And apparently we can't fire firearms here, no? And I will be doing my annual show and tell. I'll be busting out all of my Civil War gear. Yep. We'll be busting out all my Civil War gear, doing a show and tell. And this is a Dirty Billy Kepi. Yep. This is a badass motherfucking Kepi right here. It is, no shit. This was made by Dirty Billy. Dirty Billy's in Gettysburg. And Dirty Billy made Indiana Jones's hats. He made the hats for Gods and Generals, the Gettysburg film, you name it. He's made all kinds of hats for Hollywood. Damn, that was loud. That sounded like a gunshot.